We prepared a short, how to say, slides which are talking about association of number of deaths with heat waves. So this is a short-term association. Well, in our country, heat wave mortality has been studied more intensely since 2003. We have heard already today it was the hottest summer since 1,500 a year. Many people died, especially in France, in urban area, about 22,000 to 70,000. And 2003 was really hot also in Slovenia, so we began in that time with our public health measures and analysis. We have already heard heat waves, frequency, intensity, and duration are increasing with global health. Also in Slovenia, the projections are done, and the projections show for Slovenia this first trouble too. The second trouble is that increased longevity is changing socio-demographics. The forecast predicting aging of population. It is very important for us to know this, and particularly in urban areas, because we have to prepare our public health measures in a way we encourage aging of population, because age is the most important vulnerable group, and if we have more elderly people, more deaths are possible. So the vulnerable groups, I think today we haven't heard the table. Age, I already said. Why? Because due to physiological changes that occur with aging, and on the other hand, on the socioeconomic factors like medical care, access to medical care, chronic illnesses, certain medications, sedentary lifestyles, lack of availability of air conditioning. So we have two physiological and socioeconomic factors. Then the vulnerable subgroups, as far as physiological factors are concerned, are cardiovascular disease, respiratory disease, renal disease, diabetes, mental health problems, overweight, and other illnesses too. Social factors, living alone, living on the top of floor, lack of air conditioning, socioeconomic institution like income, education, then working outdoors and living in heat islands in the cities. You have already heard this, but I just repeat this to show you why, what kind of analyses are important for us. Methods. The observed period was the year 2022 and 2023. Observed period is from 1st May through 30th September, and observed diagnoses are all diseases and all population, cardiovascular diseases, respiratory diseases, endocrine diseases, diseases of digestive system. These are our observed diagnoses. Why some are missing? Because Slovenia is so small that we have a very small number of deaths in one day. And then comparing is very difficult to prove it statistically because the numbers are very small. So these are the main diagnoses we choose. we did not forgot mental health problems, but it's more complicated when measuring suicides and diseases, mental diseases. And in Slovenia, these are very small numbers, and we could not conduct statistical analysis. Observed area, Slovenia have 6 climate regions. We have a mountain region, which we choose not to include in the analysis because there are only 3 villages in this area, and it is impossible to do the analysis. So we have done the following climate area: favorite Mediterranean climate, representative stations was Koper, favored continental climate, representative station is Novo Mesto, and humid climate of Hilivert and temperate climate of Hilivert, representative station was Postojna. How did we prepare data? We got data from National Institute of Public Health mortality database. We have the Excel tables for number of daily deaths by diagnosis, sex, rural or urban area, age groups, and so we have no problems to get data, but we have problems because the data are so small. In the environment, in the Slovenian Environment Agency, we have got the heat wave definition and the list of heat waves during the year 2022 and 2023. The Slovenian Environment Agency has definition of heat wave, the Australian one, the excess heat factor index. We have heard about this today already. And statistical analysis, for statistical analysis, we calculated relative risk and a 95% confidential interval. Here are equations, relative risk and 59% confidence interval. Results, here are results. We actually, in both years, we did not have any connection, and we did not find any statistical association for all 3 regions. So here you can see that relative risk was almost in Mediterranean region was almost always positive, except for the circulatory system diseases, but the 59% confidence interval was below 1 and up to 1, so it's statistically not significant. As I already said, the confidence interval are wide in the analysis, and it is difficult to discuss about statistical precision. Also for favored continental climate, we also did not get any statistical association. For those variables, we have done analysis. And so the same for the humid climate hilly world and temperate climate of the hilly world. So it's stable. In our country, in 2 last observed years, the situation is stable. But these are only short-term this is only short-term assessment. So in the future, we have to do the time trend study, because we will in this way we will rise our number of deaths, and maybe we will get some more realistic results to show is there any it's really because it's really awkward, because we all thought that in 2022 it was so hot. Why we did not get any excess deaths even for old age? But so it is. When discussion, very small observed daily deaths, I already mentioned this, and when we wonder very, Slovenia is a very small country, and this could be advantage when disseminating public health measures. Our public health measures are very short and easy to understand. And every year in June we prepare a press conference about the dangers heat waves bring to the vulnerable population, as well as general population. During the summer, we are in national or local newspapers. We are on TV, national as well as local, and radio stations. So we do not know how our public health measure affects this mortality, this stable situation. For this, in the future, we have to do more epidemiologic on the evidence-based studies to show which and how interventions affect the whole as well as vulnerable populations. As I said, there are 2 problems: small daily deaths and that we do not know how each intervention affects human behavior. So the key message is the situation is stable in Slovenia. Thank you.